Hello everyone, this is Bella's Crocheted Gifts. I'm Bella. Welcome. Alright, so today I have a lot of finished objects. So first off, I have been participating in a make-along. It is from Carrie Penny. She has a YouTube channel called the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and she is one of my favorites. And she decided to do a spring spooky make-along. So it's stuff for Halloween, but now, because a lot of times in the fall you're doing gifts, you're doing things for other people, and you don't have enough time to make all those fun crafty things for Halloween. So the very first thing I have, hi baby, oh, you need to say hi, come on. So this is Sabrina. Oh, hold on. Hey baby, this is Sabrina. She's my baby. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I have to show you was the first thing I posted. This is a bear called Pumpkin Patch Bear by Kathleen Stewart. There he is. He's got a little pumpkin hat on, and he I had to do some alterations for him. He's supposed to be wearing a pumpkin. Hi, you are really helpful. Thank you. So he's supposed to be wearing a pumpkin. Well, I couldn't get the my stitches to line up right. One side ended up much bigger, and so when I went to connect it, because you make the head and then you go up and down to make the pumpkin. Well, my stitch count got off, and let's just say it didn't match up on the other side, so I took it out and I fudged the body, and like the arms and the legs are from the pattern. And wow, you are so needy right now. And then for the eyes, they're green, but you couldn't see them, so I decided to put little whites or like grays around it. It's actually gray. Put gray around it, and then I did the same for the muzzle so you could see the nose. And these are safety eyes and a safety nose. So so that's my bear. I'll show you what he's supposed to look like. Alright. So he's supposed to look like that. So that's where I had problems. So I just fixed it. I had to fudge the middle. And this was from the Spooktacular Crochet, Annie's Spooktacular Crochet. It was last year's Halloween crochet. Ah, stop biting me. Crochet book that I finally got. It's my first Halloween book, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's got a lot of cute things, and there's definitely some other things I'd like to make in there. I don't know if I'll be able to make them for the month of May, which is how long the make-along lasts, but I made that one. And then I made a pillow cover. So this was out of some clearance yarn I found at Michael's. This is the Stitch and Win Bernat Velvet Plus, so it's a 6. You are so... Can you see this? Yeah. So it's a 6, and it's really soft. So I made it out of an orange and that yellowy color. Let's try not to drop everything. No promises. So this is the pillow. Oh, it's really soft. I already had the pillow form. I'd actually covered it with some black fabric I found. And at the time, the fabric was really, really soft. And then over the course of several years, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. It didn't get matted, but it just wasn't soft anymore. And I was like, you know what? I was going to make this so that I could put it in and out, but I was like, that's not even worth, keeping, open so that I could take it out, because it just, it didn't work anymore. It wasn't, like, it was black, and so it matched a lot of things, but it just didn't feel good anymore. So I put that on there, and it feels really soft. So that was just, actually, it's a funny story. I was gonna make it into a hat, and so I made it that wide, and I started doing the stripes, and I was like, this fabric is really heavy, and to put that on your head is just ridiculous. It would just like weigh you down. So I was like, I wonder if it'll fit on the pillow, and it did. I was like, perfect. It worked out, and so I just kept going, lined it up on the pillow, made the back side, because I had 2 yellows and 1 orange. Stop doing that. You're probably making the camera shake. Oh dear. Anyways, so I just kept going until I felt like it would cover the whole front, and then I started on the yellow, finished that up, and it's a pillow. Anyways, so that was my second object for the make along. Was very happy with that too. All right, and then let's see. We'll go with my snake next. So I have a friend who likes snakes, and so I made it so the tongue is removable. So that's just tied on. But there he is. I thought he was really cute. So I made this out of it's Lion Brand Mandala yarn, and that's number 3. And so I did 2 strands. Like, I went from the middle pole and the outer side of the yarn. And so I started with his head, and then it just continued. The color changes as you go. And so it was like kind of this, like a dark foresty and kind of a tannish brown, and then it went into more of this olivey color and more of like a coppery yellow color. And then here's where it's really the golden yellow. Like, it really got like, this is where they crossed, and then started back with the dark green again from like the head, because I ran out of yarn. Like, they were just meeting each other and going across. So I was like, okay, let's just get my other skein. I've got one more. So this is the foresty green again through the copper, and then I ran out of the gold. So this is the very center of the cake, which was this light, like, it's even lighter than the head was. It was kind of like a very light tan. But this is my snake. He has safety eyes too. They're black. So here he is, all made up. And if he ends up liking the tongue, I'll just tuck the tail. And if he doesn't, it's just it's a bow and just a tie knot, so you can just pull it right out of there. Anyways, so there we are. Oh, and this one I got with an extremely fitting pattern. It was called Amigurumi Snake Free Pattern by Amiguroom Toys. So instead of Rumi, which would be the R-U-M-I, M-I, it's a R-O-O-M Toys. Oh, I forgot to get those hats. And I'll do that at the end. I have two hats and scarves for my charity project done. Also they're in the colorways that I can do for Halloween. It was the green from the latte cake, so the green one, and then the one that was called biscuit that was kind of the brownish tones. So I have two of those done, and then I have my bunny. So oops, his scarf fell off, and he has a scarf because his neck looks weird, and he was also supposed to be for fall, so he's wearing a scarf so he can be Halloween too. I mean, she didn't say, you couldn't make Easter things. No, he could be in costume. Anyways, so this is my first knit amigurumi. So he's got a fluffy tail, and he's got his little scarf, and he's got safety eyes, and his safety nose. Really, baby? Shush. Stop it. I am sorry. So what you do, it is called How to Knit a Bunny from a Square by Studio Knits. It is literally, you make a washcloth that's square. This is just straight garter stitch back and forth, knit, knit, knit. Ouch. Really, baby? Okay. So, yeah, you make a square, then you run a piece of yarn up to the middle, or up to the middle section, down the other side at the halfway mark, and then come back again. And when you pull it, it makes the head come down, and then the two ears come up. And then you cinch it. And here, I'll show you. So you cinch it right here, and then you make a slip stitch down the bottom, and then you slip stitch here as well. And my husband was like, his ears need to be like, because they were open. He's like, the ears need to be closed. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So I closed the ears. And then, like I said, the neck looks a little weird because of the gather. So he gets a scarf. And then it also makes him look like fall. I almost thought about putting in like a straight pin to be like a scarf pin, like maybe right there. I'm not sure, but it could be cute. I just don't want them to like squeeze it and then stab themselves, because that would suck. But yeah, so he's cute. I liked him. He's also for a different friend. This person has a rabbit in real life, so I was like, they need another bunny. Okay, let's see. I have been doing some more knitting. Sorry, my knuckles are, I've been doing a lot of little work, which we'll show you in a minute. Okay, so this is my very first lace work in knitting. Alright, it's not the prettiest. Actually, it looks pretty decent comparatively. So this is me practicing how to do yarn overs, and I did not realize, like, if this is just a washcloth, scrub dishes or whatever, or keep for posterity if I really feel like it. No, it'll probably be just a dishcloth. But I learned the yarn over stitch in knitting, which creates a hole. And what I didn't really realize when doing this is it's actually an increase. So every time you make a yarn over, you are creating an additional stitch because you have this, like you put the yarn over, duh, and then you do the next stitch and it creates an additional stitch there. And so if you were just to continue to yarn over it, you're going to end up with, you know, kind of a V shape because it's going to just keep expanding out the sides. And so this is, I would do a yarn over and then I would knit two together and then a yarn over and knit two together and a yarn over and knit two together. And I tried to make kind of a bit of a pattern. So I was very happy with this. Thought it turned out pretty good. All right. Let's see. And then we have a sock update. So this is why my hands are kind of hurting. I finished my sock and it fits. Ah! Okay. I was so happy. Like, so what I did is, I told you before, I did Judy's Magic Cast On and then added a few stitches on each side. I made it big enough that I didn't have to do like a ton of stitches. So it's not like hugely fitted here, which is fine. I turned the heel yesterday. I did most of it yesterday. And no, it must have been 2 nights ago. And then I did this yesterday. And then I did this last night. So, I am actually fairly excited with how my ribbing turned out. I had, here I'll show you really close. I did the 2x2 rib, and then I did a, it's supposed to be, what did they call it? A sewn bind off, and so it's supposed to be more stretchy. It went okay. Like, the beginning was kind of rough, like not very even, and then it got a little bit better and more uniformed. But it's not as stretchy as I thought it would be, which I'm learning. So one thing I will note, that it's a little loose. Like, I don't know if I need to do like a 1x1, a 1x1 rib, or I almost thought I might need to decrease like a couple of stitches just to make it smaller, because like if you can see how it is there, it looks rather wide. Like, it definitely feels like it should come more in. So it's finished. I'll probably have a comparison, like here's the sad sock and then here's the good sock on my foot. Yeah, but I mean, it fit. I was so happy, and like it looks like a sock. Yay! And I had like very little left over, so maybe if I do little shorty socks like these, I might be able to get them out of the, like the small little skeins, because they're 1.75 ounces. Yeah. So in order to make that size of sock, you need to, I don't know, we'll see. But so very happy about that. Let's see if there's anything else. I did block my my square from last time. It lays a little bit better. Let you look at that. There you go, you can see it all. So it lays a little better. I'm not super excited about this blanket now because it is a little wonky, and I don't know, it just isn't floating my boat, so I don't know. It's on timeout, and I've got other things that I'm working on. I started a little kids lap blanket. I started that tonight, so it is in fall colors, so it can be part of the mal. Yes, I'm kind of double dipping a little bit. They'll never know. Anyways, let me grab those two hats, and then I think that's pretty much everything. Be right back. I had already put them in the donation box. Whee! Sorry about the color changing. Alright, so this is the men's hat. And it'll stay up better when they're wearing it. So this is the green. I believe it was like mint leaves or something like that. And then the scarf. Ooh. And then, so that's the male hat. And then this is the female hat. I do ties so that they can look at it and be like, yes, that's a girl's. And I did kind of a minty ice one for the boys. Oh, it came undone. Anyways, so this one, forgot how many stitches I did, so I had to do a ribbing on it. And then there's the scarf. Yep. So I think that's about everything. Some of my works in progress right now, I didn't bring anything in, but like I said, I started that child's blanket. It's going to be in orange and like hunter green. There's a tan, there's a chocolate brown, and I think there's a black that I was going to put in there. So it's just it's going to be rectangular, so I did a middle, and then it's granny square. You just keep going around circles. So there's that. And then I'm still working on my father-in-law's blanket. It hasn't gone very far because it was starting to make my elbows hurt because it's a very thick yarn, and it's kind of grabby. Like it doesn't slide on my crochet hook as well as I was hoping. So I'm, like I said, I'm roughly halfway done, and it's all burgundy. So if I get it done in this month, I was gonna put that in the make along as well. And then I am making, okay, this sounds weird. I am making a white buffalo-esque amigurumi for my friend. She's someone I play D&D with, and she rides what's called a roth, and it's like a big white shaggy buffalo. So I am making that. It's coming along. I've got 2 legs, a body, and a head so far. So I need 2 more legs and a tail and a whole lot of hope that it comes together when I put its pieces together. So there's that. And then one of the people that is coming, his daughter loves unicorns, so I was gonna make her a hat with a unicorn horn and 2 ears. So I think that's going to be really cute. Yeah, so those are the things that I want to be working on. And oh, I also cast on a hat. Like, I'm like third row. So it doesn't look like much. It's just like little bitty, just a little. But I'm like, I want to do bigger knitting than a sock right now. All right, well, that's about it. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, weekend, weekday, whatever it is. I hope it's wonderful. Bye.